Hey, what's up, Danny Vega? How you doing? Good afternoon. Hey, Uber Eats, Hudson, Bert. What's new, everybody? Just, I feel like I've been gone for a while. I don't know, not sure if that's why have I been gone for a while. And I thought, you know what, hasn't it only been like a week? Probably. But schedule change is coming, and we'll see how that goes. Right now, okay, I think everything is working the way it should now. We do have, I know, was it? It actually felt longer than a week. But what I've been doing also was trying to catch up on sleep, because I sleep very little. And now that my watch has been unpaired from my phone, or because I have like I guess I have a beta OS running on my phone, and the newest build basically disconnected it from my watch. Like, I have no idea how much I've been sleeping, but I think the real measure of how much you sleep should be about how you feel when you wake up. So, as human beings, we should probably go back to measuring sleep based on how we feel, rather than like looking at your phone to get like a numeric measurement, because I'm just like, dude, what happens if my watch didn't work properly anymore? Am I supposed to like not know how I sleep? So anyways, we have dual format streaming going. So if you are watching on TikTok or YouTube or Twitch, it all should be working now, I think. Probably. And it should look slightly better. I did a little bit of layout changing earlier. So there's two different formats. There's actually two different screen setups on vertical now. Your biorhythms are messed up. Heart Night's Awake. Yeah. Oh my god. And sometimes it's like the way you eat too, because my gosh. What happened, like, I remember I was at Costco the other day, earlier this week, and I went and got groceries in the evening, early evening. And then as I got out, I told my son, I go, dude, I'm about to pass out. I don't know why. I feel like I haven't eaten in a long time. So he's like, let's go to the food court. And when I went there, and my god, I ordered like 2 chicken bakes and a turkey sandwich and like massive drink, whatever. So I just gobbled that sucker down because I thought I was going to pass out. And so I ate, and I felt like, oh man, this is a lot of food. Got home, and sure enough, lack of sugar or whatever, lack of blood sugar, ended up as so much blood sugar and sugar crash, which I haven't had in a very long time. And I passed out until like 12 o'clock at midnight, basically. Woke up, couldn't sleep till 4 in the morning. And that's, you can't go through a day like that. You gotta like try to make it through a whole day and then go to sleep at a reasonable time. But yeah, what are we talking about here? What kind of normal human? I feel like you can call that a normal human disorder, because who in their right mind actually does that? Except for people who, gym rats maybe, I don't know. So yeah, you did not miss a stream. Starting next week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will be going to class again. Taking a second step into the journalism stuff that I've been working with. And so at least for this first week, I may just do a Wednesday stream. We'll see how it works out. Wednesday, I really want to go back into Subnautica. So for those of you who've been waiting for a Subnautica stream, Subnautica Below Zero, I'm going to go back to that universe. I I promise you I did not do anything since we left off. I think we had built the truck, or whatever it's called. And the truck, I know there's a cab or whatever, some extensions, but I did not build them. I did not do anything. I basically logged off the last time we streamed it. I did not touch it since. The only thing I did was add the Subcraftica mod for Below Zero, which is slightly updated to work with the game, which will allow us to easily make things without having to go back and forth a lot and then checking recipes or whatever. So I can't wait to get back in. I really don't know how far along I am in the story based on what we've discovered so far. I've heard like this DLC is a lot shorter than the first game. Yeah, you're waiting for some Subnautica Mallozer. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool. Which is awesome. Show character sliders, please. Okay. Exact, yeah. So this, thank you for reminding me. This is now this is a different blend now. So remember, we have Song 2.0A, right? This is not Song 2.0A anymore. This is Song 2.0B. So I was talking to Ferk about this earlier in the week. I was like, you know what? I saw some things in other playthroughs with this character, and I didn't like how the cheeks were coming out. And so I did like a more subtle blend on the cheeks, which actually is a little bit more natural. You can actually see some of the freckles coming through with a tiny bit of blush. But I tried. I'm not a makeup artist, obviously. You can look at me. So it's like, I don't know. I did some work on it. And so this is the B variation, little bit more subtle. You can see some of the natural stuff coming through, which I think is okay. What I think fixes is there was like a whole lot of weird tones coming through on some streams, and I'm like, oh, that looks weird. So the B version I think is probably the better one. So Exacta, yeah, if you're looking for how this particular, it's hard for me to kind of see. Although, you know what? That's kind of crazy because I have everything at 0. But there are some natural there's some natural skin texture on this particular one. So number 38. On number 38, there are like inherent freckles, etc. So that's why these are all 0. But they come through anyway. And on the blend, it's really difficult to tell. I wish there was a better way on the character creator to kind of show stuff, because this character is based on like, I made like 25 different slider changes on like 7 different characters probably. But I feel like, if anything, I should probably do a video where I just kind of do a simple approximation of what I did for this to get close to what I did to this. I don't know if there's a way. Maybe some third-party developer comes up with a way to do a real slider like a slider thing that shows basically what was used. Also, CIG, my gosh, can you fix it so that the top and bottom of the character creator are not disappearing? Hey, Bear Squish, good to see you again. Really appreciate you guys. You have a version of the character on that site to download as well? Yes. Well, Song 01A is available for download. So Song 01A looks similar, but has more of a blonde dye and slight changes to the face. Very subtle. Probably probably rounder cheeks. Different skin texture. Absolutely. More of a grayish blonde. Different skin textures completely. The 02 was supposed to be my improvement upon 01. So 02B probably is like there's like slight subtle improvements all over the place. So I guess you could call her the flagship of this character. Yeah. Well, today, like I said, okay, Wednesday, Subnautica Below Zero. It's all for you, Hudson Hawk. Plus, you know, I'm very interested in the story. I've been spending a crap ton of time in Battlefield 6 because this was like, I think this was like the free weekend for everybody, and I don't know if you guys play, but yeah, it is Top Gun. It's Top Gun event month, so they have a crossover with Top Gun. If you want to get the Rooster and the Bob skin and play basically Interceptor, play a lot of there's Top Gun scenarios because Warlock is in there narrating a whole bunch of these missions, so it's kind of crazy. I finally think I'm getting the hang of flying the jet and the helicopter now because they really get you into like the flight mode. So check that out. I might be doing that some this week. I don't know if I'll be streaming it. Depends how I feel after the Wednesday Subnautica Below Zero streams. But yeah, love to play with some of you guys. And we're still looking forward. I think Hudson and I are waiting for FERC to get back online. We want to do Helldivers 2. Today, however, we're going to be doing the Orison relief missions. Because that is going to be a part of 4.10. And while some of us, maybe some of you guys, I feel like my community is all about the immersion and the scenery, the exploration. Some people may be into the FPS part, but I feel like my community is more into the beauty of the game. As bad as it can be in this game, it's there. The beauty is there if the game isn't broken completely and there aren't people trying to shoot us down. So we're all waiting for 4.11, really, right? We're all there. We're all waiting for Nix 1 because I will switch to Nix at that point. I will move my... Depends if there's a hero landing zone. If there's a hero's landing zone, I'll be there. If not, I'll probably be at whatever's the closest place to Nix 1. I don't know if that's Levski. Do you think to try Project Zomboid? Yeah, you know, I have Project Zomboid. I haven't played it in a very long time, but I wanted to get into the day 1 mod, which was like, I think you have 7 days prior to everything breaking out, and then you're supposed to prepare for the apocalypse, and then you're actually going through a scripted story mode in a way, like everybody's freaking out because something's going on, and you know that there's something happening. So it's basically, yes, I really do want to do, like, it's basically Fear the Walking Dead prior to The Walking Dead. So yeah, you have a 7-day, day 1 experience kind of thing. And I'd love to do that. I'm terrible at the game right now. I have to get used to, like, all the controls or whatever, so I'm not going to be... I may not survive. But, I really do want to go through this whole thing of like preparing for the zombie apocalypse, not knowing what's going on and where to go. If it's not Alpha or Delta Station, possibly. If it's yeah, I gotta look at that star map. Maybe we'll go take a look at the star map and see how it goes. Who cares? Just stream it. Yeah, you just go for it. That's right. That's like Subnautica. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was terrible. I was terrible, and I was like, what's happening? Everything is trying to kill me. Everything is trying to eat me in this damn place. And I was starving and I was suffocating. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Oh, Ferk. I gotta check out I saw your friend request there. Yes. We are playing with community, so if any of you are in the PTU, we're in the PTU right now, 4.10. Looking at the missions that are associated with the Orison invasion. I don't know what's wrong with Crusader. They can't seem to hold it down against Ninetales. Anyways, we're going to help them out by helping deliver medical supplies and food and ammunition. You recopied twice? Possibly. Let me go look at F11. There we go. Alright, this is a new patch. I think this just came out today or this weekend. I'm just going to add I add mouse smoothing because, not because it makes me play better, it's because it just, on camera it just moves better. So we, at least for the most part, camera movement isn't as jarring. And we're in New Babbage now, which is probably going to be the origination for many of the missions that are part of the Orison Relief event. If you guys need to understand like how that works, we'll show. So, as you may probably already know, Orison keeps getting under attack by the Ninetales, and Crusader can't seem to afford better security, so they're always trying. They're looking for more help again. So what we're going to do is we're going to take part in those events, which allow us to resupply them. So let's just put on our favorite suit. And when I mean favorite suit, I mean, oh my god, how the hell? Hello? Holy shit! How are you supposed to use these menus? Is this a new feature of Star Citizen? I can't pick anything but undersuits. Do you guys see this? Oh, there we go. Good lord, how the hell are you supposed to do this? All right. Let's see. What is with the weird noises in the background? Okay. By the way, if you guys don't know what this setup is, what this outfit I have on is, it's actually the outfit I used in the last Instagram/TikTok video, which was the Kruger Stingray preview. If you guys know, you got. If you know, you know. Maybe I can pull it up. Maybe I can pull up that particular video. There we go. No, I have to do this. Do this. Do that. Okay. Now, do this. Boop. It was this. Where's my sound? Where's my sound? Let's go. Okay, it's literally broken now. Why is this shit so slow? What's wrong with TikTok? Dude. Yo, what is wrong with TikTok right now? Is it because... I mean... Anyways, if you guys are trying to figure out what I'm talking about, you can look at it right over here. Never mind. Anyway, it was all about kind of showing the Kruger Stingray, which I don't know if I have it in the PTU. If you guys want to see a real preview of it, I'm about to I'll pull it up right now. Stingray. Ah, we do have it. We have it, but I mean, I don't own it. But it is available in the PQ to preview, so. Let's get our cameras ready to go. Fix the camera. Now, this one's a special one now. We're doing this based on the last video. Down, down, down. Zoom out. Bing, 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 bing. Now, camera roll. All right, here we go. Let's go check it out. As you guys know, the Kruger Stingray is a medium fighter. It has 6 guns, I think, slaved to the front, all for the pilot. It has no actual interior. One second. I currently have a 27-inch curved Samsung monitor. 17-year-old, excellent monitor for time. Compared to what is being produced today, it is available yet. Well, it was great at the time, and that's what matters, really. You ordered a Samsung Odyssey Neo G8, 32-inch mini LED. Ah. Well, I hopefully had, I think, you know, the most important thing, good color, probably HDR, get some deep blacks, bright highlights, that kind of stuff. And, you know, responsiveness. You're excited, but you might, yeah, like damaged pixels is always a problem. I think it's increasingly been better for in manufacturing. It remains to be seen, but I think possibly responsiveness. If it's HDR, what is its bright points? Is it IPS? You know? But this is the Kruger Stingray. Oh, I'm sorry, we just keep looking at the cake. That'll be the best. Yeah, Samsung, I think, is underrated when it comes to components like monitors and pretty much anything. So, if it wasn't for the fact that I got a really good deal on this Asus, then I probably would have gotten a new monitor by now. Because what I back when it was hard to find GPUs because of like Bitcoin mining or whatever, I was able to score an Asus bundle with an RTX 5080 with a Asus motherboard, and that was like, oh please. Okay, but you know, I got rid of it wasn't even a 5080, it was a 3080. It was a 3080 plus an Asus monitor. So I got the 27-inch Asus monitor. It's HDR, 1440p. But I gave my son my 3080, and over time, I got the RTX 5080 as the upgrade, and I think, like most of you, anything that's been bought over the last couple of years or the last year or so, that is basically all we're gonna get because of nothing is affordable right now. Absolutely nothing. All right, so I've heard there's more to this than what you see here. I think there's a drop-down door here. This is badass. This is badass because look at that SMG rifles. I'm happy that CIG is labeling this shit now, because before it's sort of like no appropriate item, no appropriate item. I'm like, well, shit. Well, tell me what's appropriate. So now, SMG rifle, sidearm, gadget. So just think, you've got your assassination rig right here. And you can put your multi-tool or whatever here, and you can put your sidearm. So this literally is a John Wick gun case. It's really nice. I love that it drops down and then it has this lighting that feels like a it's almost like a display case. You have a 3080 12 gigabyte. You have the Ryzen 5 5600X. It's a problem. Its guns are underrated. You have to give it not. Oh. Well, I don't quite know the loadout, but we'll find out in a minute. If they're lasers, it's probably easy to tell. More? Oh, internal storage. I get it. Well, this is good. Does it have space for a box? Do I want a funny thing? What's the funny thing? Why is the FOIP camera always breaking? I can't stand this thing, dude. This is now becoming like an irritant. Newer builds of Star Citizen, the FOIP camera just breaks. Like in terms of, oh, this is interesting. Here, can I climb this? Can I climb on top? Okay, fuel port. Yeah, the FOIP camera just loses tracking so easily now. Okay, fuel port. I mean, I'm kind of... If the fuel port's in the back, then how do you refuel it ship to ship? The components are there, are on top, so can you only fix this thing when you're in space? Not sure if they fixed it by now, but at least this ship had 900 armor, even lower than the Pulse. Ah, okay, so... Not sure they fixed it. Yeah, I don't know how they even... How do you tell exactly? Maybe there's... Maybe it actually says it somewhere. I'm assuming you're gonna have to go into space to do anything with this thing, but yeah. This is the Kruger Stingray. Let's take a look inside. Oh shit, I don't have my helmet on because I'm stupid. So I'm like, okay, well, how do I put my helmet on when I'm already in the seat? You know what I mean? Alright, how do you turn this thing on? Canopy, exterior. I'm sure it's right here. Flight ready. 6 guns. Let's deal with power now. Kind of nice, these this dual dial dashboard. What the hell was that? What is the maximum amount of guns we can, like, maximum power to guns? Since, here's what I want to understand from anybody is, like... Hello? Why am I getting noises? Are you guys hearing this? Okay, add to shields. So right now, 45 shots. You guys heard that blipping noise? Is that... What the hell is that? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, I'm assuming these are still actually stock regular weapons. These aren't like bespoke weapons, unless they are. Oh no, these are new weapons. Whiptail repeater. Axiom L22 repeaters. That's why they sound different. Yeah, it is very Star Wars. Yes. Can't wait to take these guns and put them on something else, right? We're just kind of like unequip these guns and put them on a different ship. Now, what can we put these on? So what size are these? Shit. Okay. Taking off head tracking right now. Let's just take a look. I'm assuming E2 is like size 2. Doesn't really say, but I'm thinking maybe it's like maybe it's 4 size 2s. Maybe these are size 3s. I would just take these 4 size 2s and see if they are size 2s, and I would put them on an Aurora. Just to see. Size 4. And 4 guns size 2. Okay, yes. Oh yeah. I would take these 4 size 2s if they're not bespoke. I'm sure they're probably bespoke. And stick them on something else. Alright, well, since we're riding in the... Since we're in the Stingray, I guess we're gonna have to do Stingray missions. They are bespoke. Alright, here we go. Very interesting. There's some visual distortion going on right now. I can see it on my screen. I don't know, maybe you guys can pick it up, but it has to do with like textures, and I don't know if it's because I am using CIG's ESR right now rather than DLSS, just I wanted to test it out. But it's really smeary. If you can see it on my screen and your screen, the trees on the ground make a really weird smeary motion. That looks so weird. Alright, let's see what happens if I don't know, this could really screw things up. Switch me to DLSS. Okay. I don't know if this will change anything. Oh, the distortion's gone. Alright, sorry CIG, we gotta go back to DLSS because that stuff looked terrible. Can somebody tell me why is it so easy to it actually is a lot easier in Star Citizen to fly than it is if you guys have played Battlefield 6, man. I don't know why I'm so terrible at flying, but this feels so much better. And all I have to do is basically WASD. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, let's get into space. Switching to nav mode. I don't know if it's because maybe Battlefield 6 is more arcadey and maybe it's tuned better for controllers or joysticks for flight. But boy, mouse and keyboard flying in Battlefield is so bad. Like, mouse and keyboard, you literally have to do assisted controls. All right, here we go. The sounds are really good in this thing. I hate to say it, man, like, buy newer ships because they've been reworked with better just ship pipelines. Complete package. They have physicalized components, they've got sound baked in. Whereas older ships are all effed up. You know? Which is the sad reality. It's like every ship that was made 3 years ago even, all have missing things, missing features. It's kind of sad. Okay. Now the contracts we're doing today, you see this here. Hunkering down near. Okay. Can you... What is this? Stop them. We need a capable fighter pilot. Let's go look at that. I don't know. Maybe these are too hard. Near a derelict outpost. Okay, that one... We don't even have a gun, so I think we probably should avoid that. Is there a small fighter engagement? Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this. Let's see how this thing fights. Debris field above Cleo. Roger. We did some rooftop ones.
Hey, I'm Walton with Fox. Let's get you one.
All right.
Contracts that we get to get this one played out.
Oh, you did that. What ship did you use, Ferk? Did you use So I wonder how, if it's possible to do any of those missions using this ship. I feel like this ship though you can only do combat. Cleo, that must be the mining thing. Alright, we're gonna need to go around the other side. Or... yeah, we use the OM1. 315p. Man, I think CIG has got to do a gold standard pass on the 300 series. The entire 300 series really needs love. I mean, they've redone it before, but then now it's even before they did like a whole, you know, upgraded ship pipeline. Because it'd be nice to see physicalized components, you know, actual ship sound added to the game. Okay, here we go. Let's increase speed a little bit. It's so smooth with this thing. Alright, let's scan. CIG, why are encounters... Oh, here we go. Why are encounters always around a debris field, huh? Why can't I encounter something just, you know, in the sky above someplace? Why does everything have to be in the middle of some freaking broken shit? How about around a city or... I don't know. After a while, it becomes repetitive when it's always around something like this. Alright, get me in there. Get me in there. 4 kilometers. What's the range? Let's pursue. Here we go. Taking this one. What? Why did I die? Did I hit something? Okay, we did say this was supposed to be a low cortisol, very chill stream. So let's try to stick to that. All right. Let's stick to that. Okay. Got a little excited, you know. We got the Kruger Stingray. Everybody on PTU was salivating over the prospect of this thing actually. YouTube is nice for instant replays. Is it on YouTube? Damn. Yeah, if you could clip that one for figure, or you know, at least if you could instant replay, if you could figure out what killed me, it probably was like that is kind of the thing. And why CIG, why do you always have to put everything over a freaking debris field, man? Like, I can't just dogfight, man. I gotta dodge. And you know what? I hate to have to bring all this stuff up again, but remember one of the criticisms that CIG received regarding that SCL stream that everybody is talking about. Literally everybody in the game media is fixated upon is the SCL stream, right? One of it was this notion, and I don't know, I think the Eradicator has been kind of, he's kind of sad now, and I think he had something really about the fact that he feels the direction of development shows a certain, maybe it's unintended, but a certain attitude towards, oh shit, what the fuck is happening? An attitude towards the gamer, the way we should play the game versus how we want to play the game, right? So what he's kind of saying, and I think we've already kind of commented on something like this, which is that it almost feels like they want us in every interaction or experience around the game. It's almost as if they want us to suffer. There's almost no, what the fuck is that? Oh, I get it now. I think I know what's making that noise. Sorry, I think I figured out. I also think I know how to get rid of it too. I just need a second to fix my cameras. Whoa. Let's get to the elevators.
Hi.
Excuse me, where are the main elevators? Oh no, this is the... And yeah, based on what you're saying, Ferg, is exactly what I mean. Like, everything we have has to be some kind of pain, some kind of suffering. Like, there is no playing this game without conflict or combat or dying or death or being... We can't dogfight the dogfight. We gotta hit debris. We can't go and explore an area without somebody shooting at us. We can't do anything in the game without either crashing into something, getting killed by somebody, eaten by something.
Everything quiet.
Like, there is nothing that can be done without, I don't want to say danger, but my god, it's like, it's almost as if the Constellation commercial by RSI was meant to be some kind of a sarcastic parody. Like, haha, you're not really thinking you can just explore the universe and be happy. Like the commercial.
I'm trying to get away from cities.
Like, maybe what they're saying is, yeah, that's what it looks like, but in real life, we're just gonna put Ninetales and Xenothreat, and we're gonna just, and we'll pair them up with a Copion, and you're gonna get your ass kicked all over the place. What a song! I don't know what I am chasing. I don't know what I became, but the music sounds like danger, and danger sounds like home. It's that now we're just used to the fact that everywhere we go, we're gonna get shot at, and space, like, space is bad, and that this is the game that deserves the name Elite Dangerous. Basically, everything is dangerous. Even going in an elevator is dangerous. Let's go pick up our medical shit. Or spaceport, huh? Maybe we need a gun. Let's go get a gun. And we need bullets for our gun. SC has danger. It's not just from things in the environment. It's danger coming from components in the game. All right, let me know, guys, if so. Here I am spinning the camera. Tell me if you see frame stutters on your end as I'm spinning this. I'm wondering where that's coming from. Exactly. I want to know if it's coming from... Have I ever tried Elite Dangerous? Yes. I don't have Odyssey. I have the one before the Space Legs expansion, whatever that's called. You see split-second hitches? Okay, I need to know where that's coming from. Let me go check. That's odd. Game capture is running. Horizons? Okay, thanks, Danny. Yeah, I got Elite Dangerous Horizons. And from there, I kind of determined that it's Elite Dangerous in the Horizons kind of universe. It feels like a great game if I wanted to be the kind of guy who just plays a space trucker. And I just want to sit in my seat and absorb the story from the perspective of the space trucker who literally never gets out of his chair. Because you are sort of like in your chair, right? In the Horizons. You never leave the chair. When you say you dock and you're taking on missions and you're talking to ambassadors or getting missions or contracts, you never actually leave the chair, right? All right, I know that the proper way of doing this was from here, going like this. Oh shit, I just reset the whole damn view. Try it again. I swear, all the keys on this thing are like right next to each other. If you want to break your layout, and Star Citizen has all the keys right next to each other. Okay, I think the stutter is actually coming from the game PC, which is odd. I actually do have OBS set as an administrator mode, so I don't know why it would be... Why would it be stuttery? I'm in the wrong damn place. Commons is over here. Is not here. I'm in the... I got off the wrong exit. I see what you're talking about, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to run OBS in administrator mode. Not sure. I have an idea, actually. Let's see if this works. You're gonna see something goofy happen in a second. Okay, so you see nothing on your screen. Where's the sound coming from, though? Interesting. I'm gonna open OBS again on the game PC. Maybe it'll be... Now, I disabled preview, but let's enable preview so I can see. Now go and open preview projector. Okay, good. Let's take that off. Let's take game window capture. Let's go pick Star Citizen. Okay. Now. Now let's go spin it around a bit. I don't see the issue anymore. Well, maybe just a tiny bit. It seems better now. Maybe very small micro stutters, but I think it's fixed. I think for the most part it's fixed.
All right. It was nice chatting with you. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your visit.
Man, dude, why would that happen? Okay, I'm going to disable preview on OBS so that we have less things to worry about. Okay. I don't know why that's... I don't know. Actually, I'm not actually sure why that's happening. I would think that on the 5800X 3D... Wait, this is a 9800X 3D. With OBS having administrator access, that is supposed to slice out more priority to OBS if there's lag on, if there's a high demand of resources, it's supposed to give OBS priority. And I don't know then what the hell is actually causing it to lag. Plus, I changed it from game capture now to window mode. So I don't know if that actually helps. Alright. We can't really survive without a backpack, so we will use a backpack.
Hi. And
Danny
welcome to
Vega,
New Babbage.
you play a lot of Elite Dangerous. What, am I correct in saying that Horizon is kind of tuned toward the space trucker mission guy who wants to go back and forth between destinations without worrying too much about dealing with FPS type issues, and that you really should you spend basically all your time in the chair as the pilot. You are the ship. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I think that's a style of gameplay that a lot of people want. They don't want their games to be too complex. They want their games to be about the story, and they want to experience everything without really having to get out of their chair, pretty much. Yeah, and I think maybe Space Legs came as a request from people who wanted something more from the game, I guess.
Okay. It was great.
They wanted...
I hope you have a wonderful day.
I don't know if they necessarily wanted more of Star Citizen, but they wanted... I think maybe they originally wanted Elite Dangerous to be the everything game. And so they're like, oh, okay, well, we want to be able to walk around our ships. And maybe that was actually a very early on request that maybe got rejected, which is also fine. As you can tell from Star Citizen, it is literally like the most impossible thing in the world because of what it requires out of the game engine. Okay. By the way, did you know there's a bug? I don't know if this bug is on the issue council, but check this out. Do you see these attachments? Do you see these invisible attachments? These are 16-time telescopic optic scope, right? Notice I'm highlighting it now. Now notice where the gun is. The gun says I can attach this optic to my pistol. This is a 16 times telescopic scope. And I can double click it right now. And now I have a 16x optic on my pistol. And I can't pull out the pistol right now.
I hope you enjoy your time in New Babbage.
But if I was to go into the hangar right now,
Hi.
you guys
and
would see.
welcome to New Babbage.
In fact, you can kind of see it right now. It's hard to tell as I'm moving around, but there's a floating black
All right.
disc.
It was nice chatting with you.
I don't see
I
it
hope
right
you enjoy
here.
the rest of your visit.
It's near my right arm. If I zoom in, I don't know if I can do
Everything good?
shoot. But yes, there's a small black disc near my forearm. That's actually
Hello,
the scope.
And welcome to New Babbage.
And if I pull the pistol out now,
Okay.
I basically have a
Great
sniper scope
innovation.
on my pistol.
I hope you have a wonderful day.
Hudson, you're absolutely right. This game has turned into a collection of advanced technologies being put together or integrated into each other,
People clean up after themselves.
but the result almost feels like a vibe. It almost feels like a vibe-coded mess. You think, okay, I forgot I had to turn off that weird thing. Okay, so how do I turn that thing off?
Hi. And welcome to New Babbage.
All the funky noises. I know exactly where it's coming from now. How do I configure it? Manage. Jeez. Where are the settings? Oh my god. Onboarding? Yes. Yes. personalize my setup? Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Alright, let's go find the part that's making the noise. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, none of
Everything quiet.
it has something to do with mentions, I think. Oh my god.
You alright?
Ugh, don't even ask. Just got a new Moby glass and the default volume was set to 100. Almost burst an eardrum when I got my first notification.
You're alright. Accent color, sidebar exposed. Suggested channels, auto-claim channel points. It does not show what the hell is it going. I don't see it.
It was nice chatting with you. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your visit.
Okay, I cannot find this setting. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I could find that. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, there's no fault of Frontier that they can't or won't try to do everything that Star Citizen is. It's just, think about it. The engine that runs Elite Dangerous is it's really old, right? So of course they're not going to be able to do like object container streaming and all that kind of stuff. There's not going to be a seamless universe. So we know that in order for them to go between different states, you got to have like some kind of a switching of scenery, and that would be something kind of like Starfield, where Starfield you have to wait for it to switch from third-person view, in a sense, to first-person view, and to go from a non-interior to something with an interior. It's fine. And I think I don't know. I feel like I want to just keep Elite Dangerous in its Horizons configuration. So I'll play the game. But I'm going to play it as a space trucker, and I'm going to enjoy my time sitting in my chair in my cockpit with my popcorn or whatever it is I'm eating. Brush the crumbs off my chest as I'm flying my ship, and just do things that way, you know? Alright, let's buy some rounds. 21 pistol rounds is more than enough now. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Med pens? Yeah, we got that already. Food and drinks. I'm sure we have that here. Consumables, we have that. Ah, forget it. Get our stuff. I don't know, I'm a sucker for the Digi Camo undersuit style. Black and gray. I'd love for there to be a style of this where it's more black.
Had a run take me to an executive centre on Hurston.
Like a true black and gray, not just black, gray, and silver. Alright, let's get all the stuff. Nope. Ammo. Pick up ammo. Get all my pistol rounds. Rest go in the bag. Get this, put that in the bag. Get this, put that in the bag. Multi-tool.
I was reading on the spec earlier that
Yeah.
Cameron Cass crashed a ship into a cryo-asteroid.
Black and cherry.
Everything quiet.
With the Cambio lifeguard attachment. As we've seen from Star Citizen Live, the med gun is terrible. Don't bother using it for healing. Use the multi-tool healing thing. It's way more reliable in sticky situations. And we need tractor beam attachment.
How's it going?
There we go. That's everything we need. Okay, now we can do. When we talk about CIG, not really I would say, respecting your time and making everything about suffering. Have you ever timed yourself to see how long it takes to actually get ready to do something in the game? And I don't know if it's because we're still waiting, how many years later, for a loadout feature in the game. But that is probably something we desperately need, is some kind of a balance between having a ready set loadout, which I think is that really what suit lockers are all about? That and Chris Roberts' vision of us having to put things on as if we're changing our clothes. And I know he kind of wants to do something where it's like, well, we don't want it to be so arcadey that you literally wake up in your stuff. I get that. I'm a proponent for us waking up actually when you are revived from death or whatever. I would like for us to go back to having medical gowns and then balance that by saying, okay, well, you died, but here's all your stuff. It's in a box that we recovered from you. And you just kind of, if you want to make it quick, yeah, there'd be like a button on that loadout box that says re-equip my stuff. I think that'd be a fine balance there, without making it too arcadey. Although I feel like that maybe there should be an animation or something with you putting something on. I don't know. How does one acquire that outfit I got? All right, so let's go over the actual outfit. So Exata, this entire outfit, you don't have to buy anything from anywhere except for going to an in-game store. This undersuit, you can get this probably in Area 18 and a couple other places. I know for a fact Area 18. Force Flex Undersuit Digicamo. Some of these other ones you might have to go to like Microtech L1, Horizon Helmet Black. So there are the ones you usually get are white. Black one has more black accents than anything else, so it pairs well with this particular suit. Microtech L1, I think you can get a lot of these there. True Def Core, black and gray, not black and silver, not CDF. Black and gray. So black and gray, I think you can get this at. I just did a shopping thing where I was having to like piece it out. But black and gray, I think I had to get that from either Microtech L1 or from R-Corp L1, which is like a Lagrange station close by. Then True Def Legs Black Gray. These are from Microtech L1 also. The Arden CL Backpack Archangel. So like a lot of black, a lot of gray accents. You can get this in a lot of different places. I don't know where, but if you guys want to figure out like where to buy stuff, Furk has a well. There's actually there's a finder.cstone.space. I'll put the link in chat. Bright Lily Utility. It looks like this. Oops, doesn't look like that. It looks like this. Boop. You can just type whatever it is in. So if you want to say True Def Pro Core, Core Black, black and gray, for example, you can tap on the result and it'll tell you which stores, if they exist in the game, where you buy them. For example, you can buy this at Area 18 or Loreville. Some things like the Inquisitor Core Black, I used to have that. It's no longer available in the game. I can't buy it anywhere. It's just, it shows it as unavailable. It sucks because that used to be one of my favorite loadouts when I used to play with the ZDF. Okay, so let's start with tractor beam and the medical. All right, let's get to the ship. Time for some chill gaming. We're going to help out the Orison relief effort by delivering special goods, most of which are coming from New Babbage. The neat part is, a lot of what we're doing for the Orison relief effort originates from a rooftop on New Babbage. Kind of like it that way. Not Orison Siege? No, this is Orison relief effort. So, the fun thing is, at the very least, CIG is acknowledging that not everybody wants to go and get their face blasted in FPS combat, because, as we now know, people are really up in arms in the in mainstream media everywhere that holy shit. I thought this was a space game. There's like no space in the game, as we can tell from Star Citizen Live.
And welcome to New Babbage.
They think it's basically a FPS combat simulation. So, and it's not as a result of, but thankfully, CIG realizes that this game is for audiences beyond just FPS gamers. And there are things for haulers. There are things for, say, explorers? But yeah, you can mine or procure raw materials for the relief effort, because those are priority missions also. There are missions for the Orison relief effort that are centered around space combat too. You're watching Space Tomato Morphologist talk about how they spent so much effort on other videos, yet covering this drama was easier. Yeah, and you know what? Now that I'm hearing more and more about it, now that I'm seeing content creators make more videos about the controversy, I'm just like, dude, I get it. But man, that was so 2 weeks ago. It's still true. I'm just like, all right, well, I've already heard a lot. I've already heard enough about it. I mean, at this point, I don't need to hear any more about it, other than we need CIG to say something. Holy crap, like, let's be real. The money that we paid for subscriptions were supposed to go to communications and marketing efforts. And remember when we used to get Star Citizen shows every week? How many have we had in the last 3 months? You know, like, weren't we supposed to have like an Inside Star Citizen every single week? Weren't we supposed to have a Star Citizen live every Friday? Yes. Danny Vega, resource drive is exactly what is, like, literally the same, is almost the same thing now. So let's go to journal. You'll see a new tab at the bottom. Where is it? Not that, not that, not that. Where the hell is it? Did they change it? Did they take out my... Does anybody actually read this crap? Well, rep. No, it's not this. Where the hell is it? Maybe they reset my Maybe they reset my reputation. I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to do one right now. So let's go do medical aid delivery. There we go. In general, part of the true spirit of Star Citizen has been seeing these devs shows real devs, seeing Chris every now and then. Yeah, yes. And remember, Bug Smashers was a badass show. Maybe many people weren't really sure what they were meaning by like some of the development terms, but who cares, man? They were putting out all their effort to communicate how they were building the game, and that was the kind of stuff we all signed up for. And I'm just like, where is that, man? What happened to Bug Smashers? What happened to us, like, knowing what they were working on? Features that may not be in the game yet, but they're like working on some artwork. Where is all that stuff? Even the roadmap. Aside from what they showed us in the last roadmap update, which is now talks about, you know, Nix 1 coming, every single roadmap update previously was literally stuff we already knew was coming. Like, oh yeah, well, that was in the patch notes yesterday, you know? Now check out the bug I was mentioning. I pulled a pistol out. You guys notice something weird about this loadout? This pistol? This pistol has an 11 times scope on it. What's up? Alfonso, are we playing Battlefield tonight? Oh man. I definitely will be playing it later on. Alright, you see. Okay, now that is the major bug. And yes, absolutely, this gotta be called out. This is not proper for a pistol. Look at that zoom. Okay, so what it is, and this, I mean, I guess it should be reported. This is the E16 16 times telescopic. That has to be thick. This, what the hell? And it's centered. Well, let's see if it actually hits. 100. Oh shit! It's on automatic now. What's my firing? Let's put on a helmet. Yeah. We're gonna have to put our helmet on. Gotta look like a space person. There we go. Pull out the pistol again. Let's change firing mode to V. Is it V? Or is it B? I think the LH86 is always automatic. Arc light might be more accurate. Yeah, it's still insane how crazy that this gun could be. But yes, Alfonso 9294. Yeah, I will be playing more Battlefield later on tonight, and I will be playing a hell of a lot more Jets, that's for sure. Okay, let's do it. It's time to deliver some goods. It looks like it has a monocle. It does. But how about a game in Helldivers? Yo, hello. Do we know about the major order? Ferk, you need to hear this too because you've already enlisted and we're waiting for you. The Illuminate are back. They've got some crazy aliens, and they've figured out a way to literally vanish a planet, and with it, they've vanished our DSS, our space station, our Our home base that helps us in combat. We do not know. Nobody knows what happened to the space station. It's gone. And I think we failed a major order because not enough people were playing the major order. And we rescued a planet and found that, what was it now? There only a teddy bear was left. So we failed the children of the universe. I'm sorry. We need to avenge the children. But there are only so many hours in a day. But yes, Helldivers, we need you. And we need you in the Illuminate system. Concerning, there are 3 theaters of war. There's the... What is it now? There's the Terminid, the bugs. The... What are the robot guys called again? The automatons? The clankers, the toasters, whatever. And the Illuminate, they're the crazy super aliens. Alright, getting into our seat. F. Wipe seems to be broken again, as usual. What do we got here? Let's see. Let's take a little bit off of there. Let's put it over here. Let's take some off of, don't know why there's so many pips on this thing for power. And for radar. CIG did something, actually did make a bunch of small fixes. They fixed the, I don't know if this is a result of SCL, but they supposedly fixed a lot of mouse click problems. Remember how people would be like click, 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 and nothing happened? They fixed a lot of interaction bugs. Plus, they also fixed the keybind for the ATC not working. You got a sunset over New Babbage. All right. We have to go pick up the fresh food. This fresh food needs to be dropped off at Orison. So it's over there. Kind of nice when we don't have to drop everything off or pick things up from a freight elevator. Now all we need is for CIG to make it so that we don't have to go to a freight elevator to finish the mission. I like the fact that I get to go into the city and go pick something up over here. The sad part is, as part of these Orison relief effort missions, the drop-off area is in Orison and it has to be in a freight elevator rather than those thousands of rooftop apartments that they have, that actually do have, they do have like parcel lockers, or why can't we just drop it off on somebody's backyard shelf, you know? So here we are. One of these buildings is where we gotta pick up the food. By the way, CIG, they gotta do something about the contrast level in the game. It's so gray. You remember when this game used to be kind of contrasty and you could actually see the black levels of things? Alright, here we go. I think it's on top of this code blue building here. Turn on the lights. Oh yeah, it is. Well, this is kind of nice on the Aurora. It's kind of a nice touch. When you put your landing gear down, I think the lights actually shine more downward, which is what I would want when I'm trying to land my damn ship. I can at least see where the hell I'm supposed to go, right? CIG, take note of that for things like the Apollo and the Valkyrie and the Asgard, which are drop ships and need to be able to land on the ground, and therefore we need downward facing lights. Hint, 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 hint. All right, here we go. Let's go pick up the food. Dude, see? I think a lot of people don't realize, and hope CIG realizes this, that there's a lot of gamers, there's a lot of space gamers even, who really just want to play DoorDash driver or a delivery truck person. And in the Star Citizen way, yes, it's FPS. Okay, we have to pick up food and medicine. Okay. We would like more gameplay like this. Pick up the medicine. Hello? Get off. Get off. Warhammer. I think I did have a little. I think I had one title in the Warhammer series on my wish list. And Hudson, you may know it. It's the one that basically is sort of like the Warhammer version of Helldivers 2, in the sense that everybody is just. It's just sort of like mass hysteria, people trying to fight off waves. I guess waves of those creatures. And I guess there are different classes or loadouts. So there is a big co-op mode. You like to play Warhammer Space Marine? You are a big fan of Warhammer, as is Henry Cavill. And we all want to be a big super nerd like Henry Cavill. We all wish we could look like Henry Cavill. All right, we've picked it up. Let's take it where it needs to go. Flying over the borders of the edge of New Babbage. Have you guys ever thought about just taking the stroll along this edge? I really wish there was more ground exits and entrances on this actual city. So, for example, let me go and summon my UTV from a garage down here rather than just from the commons. What if I want to go get a snack or refuel my UTV down over here, which is along this lake? There's no way, because ground entrances don't exist down here, even though, as you can see, they're right over there. You see these? Why can't we get inside? Maybe with Starkatech, maybe that'll all be possible. What if CIG has been waiting this entire time for the technology like Starkatech and Planetech V5, and they lock it down and stop trying to do extra with it and actually start fleshing out the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you've got the technology now. Start putting some doors on these things. Start adding some interiors to these things. Add some services. Add some vendors. Add some NPCs. That'll help us out here. Can I have some apartment people in some of these buildings here so that when I go and deliver medicine or food, maybe they'll come outside and say hi? Maybe they're the actual mission givers and receivers. Maybe they'll hand me the box or I hand the box to them. And that's how we get missions done. You guys clipped me on that, man. All right, let's go. Get into space. Supplier Die was the name of the event. Yeah, that's exactly it, Danny. I think the reason I can't see it at the moment is because I have to turn one in first, which is bizarro. Or I must have missed it on the journal. It should be in the journal on PTU. Alright, here we go. Orison, here we come. Wherever the hell Orison is. Crusader. Drop it off. And that, unfortunately, is the other sad reality, which is that as awesome as it is to be able to pick up something on the rooftop, you still have to drop it off in a freight elevator. They were so close, CIG. You guys were so close to making this cool. I don't know if it's because you guys are just stuck having to use it as a way to diagnose your bugs. For example, with the freight elevator. But good lord, we are underutilizing the environmental art that you guys are paying your people to build. So much environmental art is made. So much effort has been invested in making beautiful backdrops in this game, and we are criminally underutilizing all of that art by locking it away in places that we're going to be in only once, or you're only going to use not even a small percentage of. And the biggest example, I think, is Siege of Orison. Siege of Orison is a bespoke FPS combat mission, and it's designed around the most beautiful, fleshed out, complete city. And so I'm sure when they built it, they had to just destroy it all. And yet when you look at what it was before that it was destroyed, it is an actual amazing city with so many shops and offices and living spaces and the gymnasiums and all that kind of stuff, the recreational areas. So much more could be done with all that space, and it's locked away behind FPS combat, period. Not for exploration, nothing else. No NPCs, nothing. Please, CIG, take that Starchitect and whatever technology is and just put it there. Make those living, breathing places to explore, to do business, to get contracts, to do maintenance, to do resupply. Take all the stuff away from freight elevators, put them on the actual platforms themselves. No. You want to do it lazy style? Just put those box racks that you can put everywhere else. Put the box racks on those landing pads on every platform. We'll just land on the platform, drop off our box, and take off again. You know? A bot? What? What happened? What happened, Hudson? What? Oh. Yes. Absolutely. Let me, what is with the mean box, by the way? Let's go look at that. We'll figure out what's going on there. This must be something to do. Which has been really weird lately, especially after they added the whole, I don't want to say dual format, but you know, the AI kind of settings. And I don't know if they've started doing something really weird about like changing some of that stuff. What in the world are they possibly? What possibly is doing that? Or is it maybe? Oh, okay. Maybe that's something different. By the way, if you're wondering, this stream is AI opted out. This channel is all AI opted out, so do not worry about any of your stuff being used to train AI models or anything like that. I wanted to be able to add that as a tag, I guess, on the channel. I think the one that a lot of people are using is like AI opted out or something like that. I might want to add that as like a tag on this particular thing. So maybe it's Streamlabs. So do not fret. We are not, our conversations and content are not being used to create the T1000. That would be bad. Was it word protection? Was it paragraph protection? Emote protection? Well, you know what? Paragraph protection is disabled. I took that out. Because I know a lot of people have a lot to say, so we took that out. Unless it's somebody else. Perk, are you around? Anybody have an idea of which bot was mean to Hudson? So now I'm trying to figure it out. I am noticing that there's a whole lot of stuttering going on in everything that isn't Star Citizen, and I'm wondering what in the world is happening here. Is it? Yeah. Let's see. Streaming tools. I'm trying to figure out like what is causing. Is there something that it's doing to ban people for talking